So, back to everyone's favourite of retainer pitch. This conversation is the secondary level of retainer pitch. The clear message in this video is that you need to know your script. If you haven't got a script for pitching retainers, you need to have one so that you can follow through with it. Once you have that pitch, it's using the straight line selling model to then come off the script, but then come back onto it to be able to run through. Retainer pitch. We've got two pitches, got contingent and retainer. I've upgraded both on Trainable for you guys to be able to use. So if whatever you have, it is slightly changed. I've just changed it tweaked it very slightly with the training I've just done with Ollie. What I want to look at here is if we follow Jordan Belfort's straight line selling model, okay, your responsibility here is to know this script inside out, okay? Good recruiters can follow scripts. Great recruiters can utilize scripts in the communication with the prospect. So, for example, if the prospect says, yes, Alex, really appreciate this is great, you've got a really good understanding of the profile of what we're looking for here, and then you go, thank you for all the detail here, Mr. Prospect. This is ensuring I've got exactly the right profile for your business. Just to check, what other further information do you feel is relevant or anything I've missed here? No, I've just said it's all good. Brilliant. Would you agree that I have a very good understanding of the... And then you're asking the question that they've just told you that they're happy with. Would you agree that I have a really good understanding of the business and the role? Well, I've just said, Alex, I've already got that. So if you follow the script and we're not listening to what the other person's saying, we may respond with that information. So here's From Good to Great, Jim Collins' book. So what I want to talk about today is when we're using this retainer pitch, it's the ability, if we think of a straight line selling model, is the ability to be able to come off and then come back in. So it might be that you go and you deal with an objection and then you come back to the straight line selling model and then you back on. Okay, it's that ability to be able to come off and then come back in. But it's listening to what the prospect is communicating and making a decision of, do I need to come off here or do I continue with my conversation and going from there? Make sense? So it's that ability to be able to remove yourself from the script and then come back in. It might be that the part of the script that they've asked a question on and they want to cover off right now is later on. So you might have a call that you have to go, do you know what, I'm not going to go to that position. So if that prospect asks, would you agree that I've got a really good understanding of the business and position requirements? Yes, absolutely. Just to interrupt here, Naya, can you tell me a bit about your terms? Now you make a call whether you continue on the straight line or you come off or you go a bit further forward in the prospect, with regards to the script, and then you jump into, great, before I answer that question, how do you typically work with search firms? Right, we typically work on a retained basis. Perfect. Are you familiar? You're obviously therefore familiar with the retained search model. Let me tell you about our engaged service model, which is equivalent to a retained search of clients you worked for before, and then you straight into that part. It might be that if you can see all those bullet points on your script, might be that you don't use them all, because some of them are not damn relevant. Because it might be you've already talked about it, or it might be that this person's short of time, they're pushing you off the phone, so you jump in straight into what the deal would look like, upfront deposit, 32% first year cash compensation, and then you're going to jump straight to this comes all with our money back guarantee. I can share with you more, but I appreciate that you're short of time and you need to jump into a meeting. But let me get you all the paperwork across. I can send that over. Before I do that, based on our conversation, what reservations do you have? None. Some. Okay. Well, look, I can put that, again, you can either tackle those reservations right there and then, or you can then maybe email those reservations, or maybe the reservation is, what examples of searches have you done? Let me put that all together for you in a case study. Let me show you the cord of case studies we have. I'll send you the link to the page and I'll send you the specific case studies that are relevant in competing with you. So it's your ability Your responsibility is to know this script. Okay? And then once you know this script, it's your ability then to be able to have open dialogue, moving from a straight line, coming up, coming down, whatever it would be, and then coming back to that flow to then close. Make sense? Okay? The change that I've made, because I know I was going to ask what the change is, the change I've made is I've made the our terms and how we operate further ahead in the conversation. Because then we are saying, hi, Mr. Prospect, this is how we work as an engaged basis, and this is what you get. Rather than, this is what you get, and this is how we work. Okay? So, it's that initial conversation coming straight in from there. Okay? But the main reiteration I want here is, you guys need to learn this script. The scripts will keep tweaking, keep changing, will keep improving, etc. But if you know your script incredibly well, then you're going to be able to succeed and proceed with this.